Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the A's grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-5. The Houston Astros held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 7-1. The Rays brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-0. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. Trent Thornton allowed only 1 earned run pitching into the 9th inning as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 5-1. The Yankees got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 8-2. The Minnesota Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 5-2. The Miami Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Nats 6-3. Tyler Matzik collected win number 2 on the year, helping lead Atlanta past the Reds 4-3. The Redbirds launched 3 home runs as they sank the visiting Buccos 9-8. Will Smith had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Dodgers defeated the Cubs 11-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Wow. Check it. A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run this now and I'm a great boss. Run this, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, tryna be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make it dim right there. Gospel truth, yeah, that's him right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got 2 in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting body on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, little. Been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time, love it. Haters been a long time running.
Positioned right on the San Francisco Bay, we're live from one of the game's best venues, Oracle Park. Today, the opener of this 3-game set between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. Interleague Baseball, next. Anthony DeSclafani gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy, not an overpowering guy. 93 to 95 miles an hour, big, sweeping breaking ball, and the straight changeup. When he's on, you'll know. For a guy like this, he gets a lot of swings and misses. If he's on, a lot of strikeouts early on in the game.
Elvis Andrus is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Danny D-Row, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Fouled away. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate now, Tony Kemp, as it's grounded sharply to first. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Stepping up is Matt Chapman. So we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2 now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. It's the A's nothing. Giants coming up. It's the Bay Bridge Series, and it's on the show. Frankie Montes, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Donovan Solano is at the plate as he watches ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully, he can find it soon.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half for the first in a scoreless ball game. Here's Tommy La Stella now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set, and the pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. The tag from Andrus, and they got him at second.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. You kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
So the next to bat will be Mike Yastrzemski, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, Attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The next 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Second inning now from San Francisco with no score. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Matt Olson.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0.
Chopped toward the second baseman. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ball one. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Down the left field line and deep, and foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Line drive to center field. Dubon is there, 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 13 home runs and 33 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, who was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest.
The left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Here's the first pitch to him as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1. Hard on the ground towards short, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Hero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He'll come in here at 259, 8 home runs and 32 driven in. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Dickerson gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. He's got it. Andrus back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 5 homers, 26 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Here's a pop-up now. Kemp is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow. Another look here as he goes up and over the wall to take away a home run. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here it comes.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League West as you take a look at where the Giants find themselves entering play here today. Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. His career line against DeSclafani, pretty average results, 4 for 15. First pitch on the way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. On the year, Piscotty is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball player.
Belt able to pull this one in for route number 2.
Number 47, Frankie.
Now to the plate here is Frankie Montes. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Fastball called for strike 2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. A's are gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the third inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Hitting for power has been a real issue as they rank near the bottom of the league in slugging percentage. One of their coaches told me, we have to be creative with how we try to generate offense because hitting the ball out of the park isn't a big part of our game. That's something we need to improve upon, but for now, we have to look for other ways to score. Sounds like some small ball and aggressive base running is possibly in order, guys.
Leading up.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The catcher, Buster Posey.
First delivery to him. Buster Posey is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So one gone here in the San Francisco third. And so the pitcher will bat next. That brings up Anthony DeSclafani. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and it hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Still hanging with him, another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty, one man out. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2. Now into the box, Donovan Solano worked a walk his first time up. Pitch on the way.
Counts 1-0.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row. He's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Into the box, Tommy La Stella, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Giants leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here it comes now to Andrus.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next to stand in is Tony Kemp. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
On to first, and here indeed is a super double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now the pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. So stepping in is Mike Yastrzemski. He bounced out last time up.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, that was a nasty backdoor slider right there, but he was able to stay tucked and drive that baseball the other way.
Dickerson.
Into the box now, Alex Dickerson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's inside. 2-0.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
He's running. This is on the ground over to first. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
1 ball, no strikes the count. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0 home. Fouled away. The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Yastrzemski at second. Dickerson on at first with nobody out. Too high. Ball 3.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another payoff pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Reined in. Andrus. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Up next for the Giants,
striding in is Wilmer Flores. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, center fielder, Mauricio.
Now at the plate, Mauricio Dubon. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. Giants leave a couple through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And he fouls this one off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
So now to the plate, Ramon Laureano. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Oakland.
Next to hit, Chad Pinder. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Ball 1.
2 out, nobody on. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Halfway home, still no score. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Giants.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it'll be the catcher, Buster Posey. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Again, a 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Elvis at short. Scooped up. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
No one on with
Anthony
1 down, and so the pitcher will bat next. That brings up Anthony DeSclafani. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. That tails back over, strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that
thing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
At the plate, Donovan Solano. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning will continue. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Standing in now, Tommy La Stella, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2-2 the count. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 left for San Francisco. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And next to hit is the catcher, Sean Murphy.
The catcher, Sean Murphy.
First pitch on the way. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. There is La Stella. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. La Stella has it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Frankie Montes, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to be a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. A's are gone in order. We are still scoreless. Ready now is Mike Yastrzemski. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And the pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
To the plate now, Alex Dickerson. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
This is pulled into right, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Giants, the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Belt. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Mike Fiers is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for the A's, number 50, Mike Fiers.
At the plate now, Wilmer Flores. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 2-out double left stranded. We're back in San Francisco following this. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Elvis Andrus. First pitch coming, here it is. Pops this one up. And no one will get this one. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Popped up. Belt is over to take a look at it, and he lays out, but he can't make the play. We'll do it again. Now another 0-2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in next, Tony Kemp. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Yastrzemski will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch of the AB on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the A's. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping up now will be Mauricio Dubon.
The center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, 1 count, and the pitch. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Buster Posey now.
Buster Posey.
Now here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
He pops it up. In comes Piscotty, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So here now is the pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Now the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still no score. Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. The 0-1 delivery. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Solano is over to take a look at it, and that will end up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dubon has it, and there's 1 gone. Next to dig in, Ramon Laureano flew out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now a swing and a bouncing ball down to Solano at third. And that's the second out.
The left fielder.
Next up for the A's, Chad Hinder. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1. Hit toward the right side. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. So close, but with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Boy, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out thinking about the 9th, D-Row, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
Nick Tropiano enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Yeah. Tropiano.
In now, Sean Murphy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Count remains 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The set and the 2-2 fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Again, another foul ball. 2-2. Here it is.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. The A's strand 1. We are still scoreless. Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Jake Diekman is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Kai Tom is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Donovan Solano. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Oh, 2, here it comes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here comes the 1-2.
2-2, Sam.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Tommy La Stella. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The right fielder, number 5.
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1-0 the count. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. He's set the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Giants down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in will be Stephen Piscotty. Grounded out in his last at-bat.
The right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Now here it comes. Well, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
High in the air down the right field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another 2-2. On the ground up the middle. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did.
There's a lot of pressure on it because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
The batter will be Ka'ai Tom, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Elvis Andrus. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dubon is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate is Tony Kemp. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. The 2-0. Hey.
Three, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's set. The 3-2. Hit back up the middle. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. A tie game headed to the last of the ninth. The Giants look to celebrate at home next. Seth Brown will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 15, Seth Brown.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Alex Dickerson. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one.
For the Giants, the left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
One and 2, here it comes.
Ball after the out.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
A payoff pitch one more time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tom is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
The first baseman,
now to the
9,
plate, Brandon Belt. He doubled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
The 0-1 pitch.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
That's down 2-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he fouls this one off. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Lou Trevino takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 62, Lou Trevino.
Next, it'll be Wilmer Flores, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hitting change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
In there, a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
2 balls.
At the plate, Mauricio Dubon. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away.
Number 28, Buster.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch.
0-1, no play.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. Still no score. We are into extra innings, and up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1 pitch.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch.
no strike.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 2-0. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Let's see what they throw Olsen on a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Mark Canha will come on now and pinch run here. Next up, Ramon Laureano. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Yastrzemski to the track. And this will kick off the base of the wall.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Austin Allen will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 30, Austin Allen.
Here's the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And a pivotal moment in this one. Tie ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does still exist here. The 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Count at third, Canha on second, Laureano at first, one gone. Fouled off. Now the 2-1. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now back, the catcher, Sean.
Up next, Sean Murphy needs a hit here to bring the go-ahead run home from third with 2 away. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Change up low, 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dickerson's under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A's threaten, but leave him loaded. We are still scoreless. Mark Canha will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 20.
J.B. Wendelken comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
J.B. Wendelken.
Brandon Crawford is going to come in and pinch hit here as he's the potential winning run here in the bottom half of inning number 10. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. This year against right-handed pitching, Crawford hits a little over the 270 mark. The 0-1. fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Donovan Solano is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. The 1-0. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up. Will this be a big out of the bullpen? Count ranges back and he has it for out number 2. Now to bat, Tommy La Stella. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
The 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he misses ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The set and the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Oh, and here's a slider that's ruled a ball. 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Three and one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch.
He got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. 10 innings in the books, on to the 11th, still tied. Matt Wisler takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Now pitching for the Giants, number 37, Matt Wisler.
And now Seth Brown. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Here's the first pitch. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. The 1-0. Hit in the air to left. Dickerson comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. The throw is wild and it gets away.
The left fielder.
Now it'll be Kai Tom, and a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. In the dirt, and now let's see. The throw will go to third, and oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 1-1 pitch.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with two away now.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Another chance to win it here to the bottom of the 11th. All tied. Adam Kolarek takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Alex Dickerson. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him.
Dickerson.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now time is called, and with the potential winning run out there at second, they'll get a little more speed out there to perhaps score on a base hit. Chance to walk it off, and now here is Brandon Belt. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he will take strike 3 called. And as big an out as you can ask for there as the winning run stays at third with 2 away now.
The shortstop, Wilmer Flores.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
A 2-out hit'd win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Ready with the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Ready on 0-2. Now this is lined into right center. He comes through. And the Giants will walk off winners.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Giants to victoria for the 40th time this season. Matt Wisler earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants, 1 run on 9 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,915. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at Oracle Park and remind you to please drive home safely.